More than 70,000 people have fled their homes, many women and children, as the violence spikes in Burundi. And the United Nations believes that this number will only swell if the fighting continues. Burundi is a small East African nation, roughly the size of the US state of Maryland. And while the fighting so far has been contained to the capital, Bujumbura, people are still terrified of the fallout. Tensions have been simmering in that country for months. The protests spiked after the president, Pierre Nkurunziza, announced that he would be running for a controversial third term, and he's only permitted to serve 2 5-year terms by the constitution. However, what the president's claiming is that his first term didn't count. He was elected by parliament as president and not by the general population. So in theory, he's only been elected once. The Constitutional Court agreed with him, but opposition parties say that the Constitutional Court was biased. Pierre Nkurunziza has led Burundi for the past 10 years, but he has been accused of becoming increasingly dictatorial in some of his policies, not allowing some public gatherings to take place, crackdowns on the media, and also has banned jogging because he said that that could be considered an element of subversion. The protests started off quite sporadic in small areas. However, they did become more and more graphic, more and more bloody, and more personal. People being stoned to death, people being beaten to death. They've managed to wrestle guns away from police and use them against the police. 5 policemen had been killed in these clashes. At least 15 protesters, we believe, have been killed by vigilante violence or by police firing live ammunition, although the government was quick to say that if police were found firing live ammunition, that they would be brought to book. The United Nations estimates that around 70,000 people have fled Burundi, too terrified to stay home. They'd rather walk for days to foreign nations. They're heading to neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo, they're heading to Rwanda, and they're also heading to Tanzania, fearing that this is going to spiral into all-out civil war.